Mic check. Mic check. Perfect. Alrighty. Hey dude, what's going on? How we doing? Just trying to fix something, just trying to filter all the chats and everything. Okay. How you doing, Giuseppe? You good? Okay. Just bear with me a couple of seconds, guys. I'm just organizing myself. I've come on a little bit earlier today so we can actually do some analysis together. Prepare ourselves for the week. Hey Zahra. How you doing? Alright, so just doing the announcements. Buy or sell. هاي بدأنا بقى باللعب. بدأنا. We started. Or we're gonna be buying and selling today. The market's good. Market's really, really good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete everything and do the scratch because we've got 50 minutes. So I'm gonna power through and do some analysis very quickly. Okay, so we're gonna start with Nasdaq. I'm gonna be looking at the daily time frame. How you doing, AS? I'm chilling, bro, chilling. I haven't gone live yesterday because it's, you know, first day of the week, and also I didn't anticipate any moves. I didn't want to take any moves, so I did catch a small scalp only because I saw the strategy play through. But even that strategy, even the scalp that I took, I didn't feel very comfortable because it's the first day of the peace deal, and things are not very clear. So it's a bit sketchy. So we're trying to figure that out with, you know, with the world and stuff. So we'll have to see. Also, you said you wanted me to add floating. You wanted me to add like a floating thing. Where is it? You wanted me to add a floating P&L? I just set it up and now it's not showing. Ugh. Not showing. Okay, looks like I have to fix it for the next live. I literally spent half an hour fixing it. Yeah, it's not showing. Delete. Okay, we'll do this later. I don't want that, bro, but what you said stuck to my head. It's what people want, right? People want to see P&L. People want to judge based on how much I make, so we'll give them what they want. All right, so daily time frame, we could see that the price is going higher, and it's been going up for pretty much a whole month nonstop. It was just an uphill from here, and then this was a nice little pullback. All right, price came down, and then now it's just continued going higher, especially because of the war, and you know, the peace deal is a big deal. So now the American companies can peacefully make more money using the power of AI. So we're gonna go and look at the market structure on a 4-hour time frame. Greetings, Black Diamond, bro. It's been a while. Hope you're well. Haven't seen you in a while. Okay, so you guys hear me okay, right? Fingers crossed, yes. Okay, so let's begin our planning, right? We're gonna mark the highest high. In this case, it's over here. All right. ATH. Gotta let them know. All right. All right, all-time high, done. Now, we gotta find the structure. Just muted myself, I think. Alhamdulillah, bro. It's good to be busy. It's really good to be busy. All right, so we're gonna be looking over here. This is obviously a clear low over here. This is another low over here. Then we're gonna start finding some highs. All right. It's a very tight one, so I won't consider it. Over here, it's been broken into. If you ask my honest opinion, guys, it's very choppy. Like, even on the 4-hour time frame, it does not look very nice. I'm not a fan of what I'm seeing. So fingers crossed today we're gonna have a very, very easy, clean move to the downside. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm hoping the price can literally just dump from here. That way we could target this level over here, 30,201, or we can target this level over here, which is basically the opening of the gap since last week, 29,700, which is actually a very nice psychological number, right? So we'll leave NASDAQ for now. I do see displacement happening over here. There's lots of activity over here. You can also see from the volume delta, you could see that there's a lot of sellers in the market right now pushing price lower, but the buyers are trying to hold on to it. But we are not going to make any decisions for at least the next 53 minutes. Not a single decision will be made in the next 53 minutes. So we're going to have to be patient for that. Let me get my watch 1 second. I need the watch. I was charging it. Now, the reason why I like these digital watches is for one reason, and I've said this before. I've got a Rolex, and I love to wear that. But flexing is not as important as using something that's good to your advantage. And now the advantage that I have with these digital watches, it's a Samsung Galaxy watch. The advantage of it is the fact that there are seconds to the watch, which helps me a lot with trading, and the alarm is glued to my hand. And you could see, like, you'll have an idea. If you guys have a digital watch, you'll understand what I'm saying. I don't even pick based off of design. I pick based off of the time. Like, can you see very clearly? It's showing you the seconds. It's a very practical thing. And I add the alarms to it. So if I'm trading 30-minute time frame, which sometimes I do, I have like a alarm that goes every 30 minutes. I look, okay, I open MetaTrader and I see and do my analysis from there. So it's very important to take advantage. If you're a digital watch user, it's very important to take advantage of that. It's going to be very useful to you to add those alarms and to be aware of exactly where price is depending on the time. The time is very, very important. All right. So we're done with NASDAQ. We can already see displacement over here. So let it ride. There's not much we can do before the market opens. Then today, from what I remember, we don't have news today. Yeah, we don't have news today, but we have really big news tomorrow. So the market today, there's a probable chance that it's not going to do anything crazy. Okay, because it's just going to be dormant for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we have really, really big news. Really, like, this is the first news that's coming out tomorrow by the new guy. I already forgot his name. Womack or something. I don't know. New guy comes in tomorrow. He's going to tell us if they increased the interest rates or if they reduced the interest rate. Information that we need to know whether we are going to be going long or short. So tomorrow, possibly for me, a very high possibility, it's a no trading day for me. Very high possibility, because this is a lot of news, a lot of activity. Even President Trump speaks at New York Open, which is at 9:30 in the morning. That's when he's literally on stage and he's going to be speaking. So you've got President Trump speaking tomorrow. You've got crude oil inventories coming out tomorrow. You got the federal funds rates. You got the FOMC economic projects. You got FOMC statement and FOMC press conference. So all of this combined, it's going to bring wreck and havoc to the markets. So it's not ideal for you guys to take trades. So today, we can find setups comfortably. But tomorrow, I highly advise you guys not to trade it unless you're trading London session. That's completely fine. If you're using British pairs, if you're using Asian session, you're trading Japanese pairs, that's completely fine. But I'm talking about the American market. The American market, you definitely don't want to be taking any trades at that time. Super important, guys. When you see big news, stay off the charts. It's not going to help you. Okay? Any strategy, okay? If you find a lot of the profitable traders, any strategy that they use, they all kind of look the same at the end of the day. You know, breakout, retest, pullbacks, etc. You got to understand something very, very important. Am I still live streaming? I just got a warning that OBS disconnected. You got to understand something very, very important. The important thing that we have over here is the fact that the the market, okay, in general, we follow the rules of the market on a normal day. But when you have news, market does not behave properly, right? You can start to see liquidities coming in right now. Nasdaq has reached this level and it's doing like a pullback. It's rejecting off of it. Not too phased by it right now. But I'm anticipating. This is what I'm anticipating. Market's gonna open up. It's gonna go up over here. Okay, so this is what I think. I could be wrong, but this is what I think. Since it's respecting this level, it could actually go up over here, fill this imbalance, and actually start dumping. And by the time New York Open comes, this is where we're going to be riding the wave. So this is New York session opens. This is where the price will be, and then we're going to be shorting the market. Or it could even go up all the way over here, sweep liquidity, and then come back down with displacement, come back here, and then dump. So you've got two scenarios. Either way, I have a very optimistic expectation based off of what I'm seeing. Price should be going down today. We've been in consolidation pretty much the whole day, but the displacement is coming in now, and the displacement is sellers coming into the market. So same thing can be said on US 30. Same thing on US 500. So let's take a look at gold, which is I know what everyone here is waiting for. So I did this analysis yesterday, so I won't actually have to redo them. It's just fresh off the boat yesterday. And as you can see, price came up to this level very cleanly, very, very cleanly rejected off of these levels. And it's given you a nice bearish engulfing candle, which technically you could have entered over here on a 1 hour time frame is what we're looking at. You could have caught a nice scalping move over here. Just a quick, 1-to-1, 1.7 risk to reward ratio. It's not ideal for me because this is on a higher time frame. I prefer a lower time frame. But once you see rejection wicks like this is also another setup you can simply do. It's nothing complicated. Price closed up with these two rejection wicks, and you just simply place your stops right above the wicks, right? And you target a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Or even a 1-to-1. But, either way, rejection wicks brings in at least 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And you could have caught this very easily. Now, with regards to gold, okay, we can see that it's in an uptrend right now. The bearish move, see the bearish move that we've had for a couple of days? It's kind of ended right over here. This over here is the part that people need to remember. This is the important part over here. This exact area is where the market structure shift has happened. Okay, so I'm going to write that over here. Market structure shift to the upside. Okay, market structure shift or just now bullish. Okay. So now that we have the market structure shift over here, you could clearly see there's a big gap over there and price is just pushing up aggressively. No surprise over there, but we finally reached the level of resistance. Are we going to see another resistance over here before it comes back down to refill this and continue higher? But another interesting scenario is that price could also come up over here, reach the fair value of this right over here, okay, right in the middle, which is right exactly over here like this, okay. It could reach the fair value in the middle part over here, and once it reaches the fair value of this imbalance over here, which is the break, where it continued going lower, it could actually reverse with a sweep and then dump all the way down. There is that possibility, right? But I'm optimistic. I think price of gold is just going to continue going higher, right? Let's see what happens. So that is what's going on the higher time frame. Let's see at the 5-minute time frame. There is a nice uptrend going on in the lower time frame, right? But we want to see what will happen once it reaches at 4,333. Okay, so we're going to put that on text. Wait and see what happens at 4366. All right. So we'll leave that here as a reminder. So when we come back. All right. Shared it to the Telegram group. I did get 116.5. Actually, hey. Hi, do you need a program or anything? No, bro, I don't need that. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've noticed that you've been taking these active trades, bro, at this time. Um, I've noticed that. I've seen it and I've noticed it. All right. Okay, so next we're going to be looking at the S&P 500. S&P 500 clearly reacting to the fundamentals more than ever. Leave this level, leave this level. The market structure shift, where did it happen? Right, market structure shift is technically, it's not over here. Technically, it happened over here. Technically. Or even over here. Actually, no, over here. This is where the market structure shift happened. Right? So, market structure shift. Now, bullish. Okay, so this is where the market structure shift has happened, and ever since then, price has gone higher. There is a gap which doesn't get filled because there's already a pullback over here, and this pullback has pushed price higher. Are we going to reach to all-time highs once again? Can't say. Can't really say. Get rid of this level over here. Okay, next we've got the Japanese market, but I don't think anyone will be trading Japanese market as of yet. And you can also see that it's actually gone all-time highs yesterday and today. So there's nothing to do on JP225. DE40, everything this week is gonna be messy, guys. This week is probably, like, from all the weeks of trading, everything has a big, massive gap like this. And you really don't know what's gonna happen, because if you really zoom in, look, this does not give you a very comfortable analysis, right? You could literally see price is literally floating, right? It's a Star Wars ship. It's literally floating in space. So it could go higher, it could go lower. Not too sure about what's gonna happen over here. Either way, it is not a very good trading week because nothing. The peace deal is, it's a verbal peace deal, so they aren't even trying to fill it. Exactly, it's a verbal peace deal that we're going through right now. Literally, there's a verbal peace deal, but the actual peace is not there until it's signed in Geneva on Friday. And that makes me wonder, okay, gentlemen, why are we waiting until Friday? Why don't you just sign the peace deal already? Why are we waiting until Friday to open Hormuz Strait? Why are we waiting until Friday for signature? Why are we waiting? It doesn't make sense for me, right? So that logic to me is what's baffling me a little bit. So this is why I feel like this week Trump has already made, apparently based off of reports, he made like $2.3 billion in the past couple of months from manipulative trading. So he's done. He's sucked the market dry and he's done. So I don't know what we can see is going to happen in the coming days. In the coming days, based off of like reports, based off of what people think and assume, they think that the manipulation is done and now price is just going to be going back to how it was. Technical analysis, basic fundamentals. It looks a lot easier, you know. It's 60, I think they only to keep FIFA alive. I mean, yeah, they could really use 2.3 billion. Now the focus is mostly on FIFA, obviously. So since the focus is on FIFA, they're not exactly going to need manipulate anything anymore. They pull out of the war. They want a peace deal. They want it for 60 days. It's not even like a permanent ceasefire or permanent peace. It's a 60-day thing, just 60 days. So if it's just 60 days, what does that tell you? That means it's only temporary. it's only a temporary thing, just so that um, I guess Iranians can restock, the Arabians can renegotiate, and the Americans can just stay the hell away from war so they can focus on the Colosseum of entertainment. Just give them bread and entertainment. So I think that's what's happening over there. Um, I remember. Do you guys remember when I entered the trade over here and I got stopped out? This is so disappointing. I got stopped out right over here. I had a buy, and that was my swing trade, and it was just perfect. Look at that. Look at that. So clean. So disappointing. Um, but yes, I think it will last 5 days. Yes, I do. I don't know. I think the piece is gonna be held for a change because everyone needs the 60 days to like rewind, unwind and stuff. Um, I don't think the US is going to try and do anything during this period because they have a lot of tourists. They've got a lot of people. All the eyes and cameras are on FIFA. The last thing they need is problems overseas or problems anywhere else. So that's what I think. The US is currently out of the global politics. So that's what I think. The liquidity traders just got I did. The liquidity trader did get liquidated indeed, but you gotta keep in mind I'm looking at a 4 hour time frame. So when I placed my stops underneath this wick over here, right? I placed it just far enough and it still went even further. So this is a massive sweep. This sweep was massive. And I should have known that I could have had like another entry over here, but this massive sweep could just gave me a clear indication that price is just gonna go higher. It's a 4 hour time frame, mind you. So yeah, liquidity trader got liquidity swept. Happens to the best of us. Don't pretend it doesn't happen to you guys. It gets us all every single time, a couple times a week. So yes. Now we're gonna be looking at forex. We still have 25 minutes before we move back to gold and Nasdaq. So yeah, gold, Euro USD is still looking good. You can see the market structure is bullish, right? You can see it on a higher time frame. It's very clean, very nice push. Um, there's lots and lots of displacement over here. And to be frank with you guys, to be very frank with you, on a 1 hour time frame, this looks like a nice entry position over here for a buy, right? This is a very nice position. First of all, it's already bullish, as we know, okay? And price came back down. And then from here, it took out this high. And then after taking out this high, it came and filled this imbalance over here, okay? And we're already in a bullish structure, and this was just a nice fill. So technically speaking, yes, you are far off by a couple of pips, okay? Price is coming back down, but you really have the perfect entry right now. You really do have the perfect entry right now, but I'm not going to take it. Right there. This is the perfect entry over there, which you're basically over there. And if we look at it on a 5 minute time frame as well, you can clearly see this is a nice sweep over here. And price is kind of struggling to go right now because it's still 25 minutes away from the liquidity injection. But ideally, this is a nice place to enter. What do you guys think? Free signals. I think it's a very healthy indication that price is going to go higher. Now we're looking at it on a 4 hour time frame. You can already see relative equal lows. Price pushes higher. Pullback. Price pushes higher. Pullback and another second pullback. Price pushes higher. This is a pullback. And now I'm anticipating price to push higher once more. So what do you guys think? Do you have a good feeling about this? Everything is indicating price is going to be going higher. Based off of what I'm seeing, everything is looking bullish, especially on a higher time frame, which is what matters. Are you guys going to be taking this entry? That's the big question. All right. So next, we're going to be looking at USD CAD. All right, you can see price broke through all these levels already. USD CAD looks very bullish to me right now. Already it's in a uptrend. And then over here, price actually closed above this level of resistance over here. This was a pullback. And then like not pullback, but like a little bit of drawdown over here, retracement. And then this is the pullback. So I'm anticipating price to actually go higher from here. You can already see the bottom wick. And we are literally at a perfect place for another buy entry over there. But I wouldn't enter over there only because it's at the premium level. I don't want to buy at a premium level. I'm looking to buy anywhere in this area over here. But I don't think the price is going to come down over here. I think at this point it's just it wants to push higher. So something to consider. I'm going to leave this box anyway over there to see what happens later on. GBP USD gold buy now TP 9877 9877. I'm not, it's not making sense. I will on demo to test it because I'm not in front of the chart right now. Fair enough. Okay, you can see NASDAQ and US 30, the S&P 500, everything is just dumping right now. So is gold. Everything looks like it's going down, which is good. This is good because this gives us like the swing that we need. This gives us the slingshot basically for when the opportunities come. Gold buy is a joke, bro. You confused me, bro. All right, USD JPY prices finally came to the point, literally at the tippy top, right? It's done a massive sharp knife. If only we could catch a move like this, guys. If only. That's a really big move. Like we're looking at a 4-hour time frame. This is a massive move. This can create generational wealth if you just like shorted the market with something ridiculous with like 1,000 leverage. Damn, man. If you had $1 million account and you shorted this with like 100 lots, you could really create generational wealth right over here. But yeah, price took a whole month. Literally, this is April. All of May. It took a whole month and a half to retrace what happened over here. Isn't that crazy? It took a whole month and a half to retrace over here. And you could see price rejected off over here. This would have been a very easy move to catch. It rejected off twice and then it just dumped. Could have caught all of this. But then there are multiple sweeps over here. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm staying away from USD JPY. It does not look good for me. This one, however, I love this. New Zealand USD. As you can see, this test idea I did not take because I haven't traded New Zealand US dollar in a while. This test idea failed. But we can clearly see one thing that's for sure, okay, a very clear indication, is that the New Zealand dollar wants to go higher because we have relative equal lows over here. 1, 2 relative equal lows, and we see a pullback. This pullback is a very nice indication that price wants to go higher. This would have been an ideal, like 8 hours ago, this would have been an ideal entry over here. So we missed it. So probably a better setup is to wait for price to come back down at least to this level. Once it comes back down to this level, you can actually take a move like this. Realistically speaking. That's just what I think. Realistically speaking, if price comes back down over here, you're going to be buying at a discount zone, and that's where you can actually catch some really nice moves. A Trump candle happened on NQ before. You think TikTok didn't like the landscape mode? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably, bro. Might have to do TikTok Studio just by itself then. But it's so convenient having everything here though. So convenient. Because see, the idea is the fact that there's only one camera, one single camera. The camera is this one that I'm using and you can see it. If I use the other one, it's really bad quality. Even though it's like a Logitech 4K camera, but it's still bad quality in my opinion. This is good. It's like universal, it's the standard. But also, you gotta understand with regards to TikTok, um, based on research, I'm not the only one who's dealing with this. Everybody has a messed up algorithm right now. You're gonna find a lot of people, they just have their views, everything is gone almost to zero. There has been some sort of algorithm reset on TikTok since the start of this month. Something happened and it just went boom, straight to zero. So, um, I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna keep streaming. I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. And if people show up, people show up. If people don't, people don't. So it's not really something I can do. It's not in my hands. Got Annie sleeping right behind me. We got 15 minutes until the market opens up. And we'll be looking for some setups. Possibly we'll even be giving you guys signals. Annie's right behind me. She's sleeping on the floor behind me. She's been so attached to me lately. So sweet. All right, so Euro AUD, as you can see, it's been going perfectly according to my plan. I've been on this, like I've already closed this position. Unfortunately, I've taken the trade here and I've closed it around here. All right, and price continued to go higher. Now, I still believe that there is a big opportunity for it to go higher because for me, Euro AUD looks so clean. Like for me, the price action of Euro AUD is very, very, very clean. You can clearly see it. It's just happening multiple times. Super, super clean price action. So since that there's a lot of rejections over here, there's a very nice possibility that it can go higher. However, what do we see over here? We can clearly see that there's a level of resistance over here. It's a very strong level of resistance, right? So based off of this, we have to see what happens over here. If price actually does a break above here, okay? I'm entering buys if breaks above. Right, so if price breaks above over here, what's gonna happen is I'm going to wait for a break and then a pullback. Once there's a pullback, I'm gonna buy that market. It's very, very simple setup, right? Who's the market today because of even with this news, I still believe gold will dump. Yes, I also feel that as well. Actually, no. I feel like gold could continue going higher, but the stock market, I believe it should dump. But then again, I'm not good at predictions. I'm not a prediction. I'm a person who reacts to the market. So when I see the market doing something, I react to it instead of predicting what happens to it. It's a good level of support. There's a good chance the price could dump over here. It filled this imbalance over here, and it's just rejecting 1, 2, 3 times. This could also be a rejection. Possible, not impossible. Very possible. I'm gonna keep my eyes on this. Okay. Let's see what happens over here. Realistically speaking, could actually come up into this imbalance over here in the next 12 minutes and do something. And from there, I could actually short the market. AUD, USD, guys, take a look. If I see displacement to the downside after it fills this area, I'm definitely entering this trade. But we'll see. Because we've got multiple rejections over here, but this recent price action for today, it's bullish. It's a nice bullish push. And there's a pullback inside the fair value gap, so let's see. If I see like okay, so what do I want to see? I want to see price come up into this area. Once it comes up into this area, I want to see it like reject with like a sweep or anything, something like this, right? And then continue lower or something like this. If I see that or something like this, if I see those moves, okay, over here, then after it fills it and it comes back down, the next retest, not the first retest, not the immediate come here and then I enter, no. It comes up over here, rejects, and comes back down with displacement. So this is one confluence. Second confluence is displacement. And the third confluence is once it goes back and does a pullback. That is the third confluence, and that would be my sell entry. It will really reduce my risk for any exposure. AUD USD. Okay, I'm gonna write that over here. Enter after imbalance rejection. After imbalance rejection, after displacement, and after pullback. So when I see all three of them, okay, that's where I'm going to be taking this move. What about gold? We still have 20 minutes before we head over to gold. So I already did my analysis on gold. We'll come back to it right now because we're just waiting for the market to open up. So we got 9 minutes until the market opens up. Max gold pump till 4484 in my opinion, then down to 3900. And we can see moves. Yep, it's bullish 100%. You've been, Zara, you're looking at the charts as well? We're going to take a look at it right now. Let's head over to gold. All right, we've come to the end. Oh, this is such a beauty. You know, I think I need to start taking a look at my charts from London session onwards because I completely skip it. I'll be frank with you guys, I only open the charts at this time. But I believe based on my day-to-day observations on Forex, okay, based on my observations on Forex, if you want to take a swing trade, you have to look at London session, not just New York session. This is something that I just learned right now while talking to you guys. So, London session really gives you clean market direction. So London session gives a direction and New York session gives the boost, the turbo boost. Just looking at the charts, With highly focused. That's so sweet. Good. You need to be a trader. I'm telling you. You need to be a trader. Okay, I see gold is dumping, so let's head over to gold. Guys, honestly, this is some clean moves, I'm telling you right now. These are some really clean moves. These are some really clean moves. Alright. You can even see New Zealand, Canadian dollar. Really clean. Alright, let's head back to gold, see what's cooking. It's so nice to see the price of oil going down. Looks like I can do road trips again. Let's see what's happening on NASDAQ. Not much. Alright, gold. What's happening, gold? What's going on, gold? You doing a cheeky little sweep? We're sweeping out liquidity. Well, we still have 1 minute for this 5-minute time frame to close. But to be fair, there's not much we can do over here. You guys remember Friday, how we got screwed over here? Right? Level of support. The bank strategy. Where did we get screwed? I think it was here, yeah. Right here. 1 comes down. And it technically does, right? Like, technically speaking, if we held on to that trade, okay, without getting stopped out over here, technically, you would have caught your 1-to-1. Then it happens again, right? Support, and then it comes through. And again, support comes through, but then it just goes up. So this really screwed us up. We literally backtested the whole thing for like a whole month. And it was so good. And it comes down to this, where it came 3 times in one live stream. 3 times. Like, we wait for it happens once every 2 days, but here it happened 3 times in one live session. And we all got screwed. Everyone lost $10, $20. Crazy. Yeah, you could see it happening over here, right? Level of resistance and price breaks above, stops below, and then it goes and smashes TP. You enter immediately, right? You got your 1-to-1, you got your 2-to-1, and so on and so forth. So also interesting observation, AS has said, we donated to the market, absolutely. Gold's been clean. Yeah, because it's trending. We're no longer in a choppy market. Remember, we were in this choppy mess for a very long time. Now we're trending. This is good. We're looking at it on a 30-minute time frame right now. So yeah, gold is definitely good because we're trading with the trend. All right, we are seeing a bearish engulfing candle being formed as we're speaking right now. Okay. Okay, I'm going to say 80% gold is gonna dump today. And I intend to take that trade. I intend to enter heavy. I'll tell you why. Okay, uptrend. All right, huge uptrend. And then over here, right over here, what do you guys see? Let me show you. We've got 4 minutes, so let me explain this 4 minutes. Okay, right over here. What do you guys see? This is a level of resistance over here, a level of support, sorry. It's been respected by 1, 2, right? 3 times, and then it broke. And this was a clean 50% break, a nice fair value break, right? Now that we see this break, this means that now the market structure has shifted on a lower time frame. I'm not talking about the higher time frame. I'm talking about a scalping time frame, which is 30 minutes. 30 minutes. If you want to scalp, 30 minutes is your highest time frame, and you go lower from there. All right. So 30-minute time frame, it broke through, and then now this imbalance literally got filled over here. Okay, so it broke through, it came back, it retraced, all right? And now we are having a bearish engulfing candle form. If this bearish engulfing candle actually closes below over here, okay, I can tell you for certain that we're going to see some nice bearish moves to the downside, and it's going to be a very aggressive one, maybe possibly even filling this gap today. Very, very, very possible setup. So what do I want to see? Okay, is I want to see a clean break over here. Okay, once this break happens, I will not I will not sell immediately. I don't want to do that because that's a risky thing. Because let's just say if it closes over here, this is still a big stop loss. This is still a very big stop loss level. Not too comfortable having a stop loss that big, to be honest with you guys. And you know, I feel like we can still catch a better move. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for price to dump. Okay. And once it dumps and breaks above, because it looks like it's going to break, looks like it's going to dump. So once it breaks, then what I want to see is a nice pullback. And once I see like a rejection wick with pullback like this, or like this, basically, this is like a perfect example right here. If I see a rejection wick that looks kind of like this, then this is what I'm going to be looking for a sell position over here. And the stop loss is going to be above that rejection wick. That's what I'm going to be looking at. Oh, so let's see. I'm excited to see what happens over there. Oh, my Twitch shut down for some reason. Okay, I'm live over there now. I'm live in 5 places. Let's go. All right, so let's see what happens over here. Let's change this. Wait and see if there is pullback. That's it. All right. All right, so we do have a break. So that's a confirmed. That's a confirmed break over here. Okay. Gonna put that there. Break confirmed. So that's the first confluence. Okay. And let's see. I kind of like what we're doing over here. So I'm gonna try a new approach. Number 1, confluence. No, wait. Confluence list. Okay. What do you guys think? I think this is nice. I just thought of it right now. Confluence list number 1. BOS, which we have over here. Okay, so I'm gonna put the green check mark over here. Okay. BOS, check. Okay. Now, let's put over here number 1. Okay, so that's where it's going to be. Oh, it doesn't go underneath. So number 1. Okay. Number 2. Actually, number 1 should be market structure shift. Okay. Number 2 should be break of structure. Okay, so I'm going to change number 1 over here and put it there. Okay. And then number 2, I'm going to place it here. Right? Perfect. What do you think? I think this is a nice approach. What do you guys think? Do you think I should do this? I think it's a good approach. That way we, like, when we take trades, we're taking trades with proof. All right, I see the S&P 500 and the US 30 is actually insane right now. Actually insane. This is crazy. Look at that on the 1 minute time frame. This is some crazy moves. All right, so I'm gonna mark this 930. 930. Okay. 930 as well. Gonna mark this high. Okay, it could probably close over here in the next 10 seconds and then just dump from here. This is like a good entry position for a sell, but I don't like to trade during market open. Okay, so it doesn't close underneath, it closes above, so we disregard it for the time being. And then the low will be over here. Okay, nothing to see over here, so we go back to US 30. Any recent highs over here? No, it's already, the high is the high. Okay, so I'd rather not touch US 30 today. Nasdaq is showing a lot more constraint, which is what I like. I like some discipline like this. I don't like the crazy thing that I'm seeing on US 30. Okay, so we marked the high over here. Where is it? Over here, right? And then we marked the low. You can see prices already breaking the low. Right, respected it for the last 2 minutes and it's now dumping. No positions yet. I'm not going to do anything. Let's go back to gold. Right. US 30 is now at 52-week high. That's crazy. Why I'm not on the charts? 52-week high, bro. Imagine. All right, Nasdaq is pumping right now. We could see a pump on Nasdaq. Okay. All right, we still have 9 minutes before we execute any trades. We don't do anything. Lock in. Good afternoon, Pearl. How you doing? Yeah, well, I'm showing you the charts, so don't worry. And AS, yeah, you know me now. You figured me out. I definitely get distracted when I'm live streaming. It's all looking. No, but US 30 really showed you the hand. Like US 30 literally showed you where the market's gonna be going. For sure it's gonna go up. Look at that. US 30 and US 500. Clearly showing you where the market's gonna go. I could FOMO buy right now, realistically speaking. Pearl is such a sweetheart. She always comes in with the utmost respect and she's like, hello, how are you? Good afternoon. So sweet. Zahra, I see you on Twitch. I see you twitching on Twitch. Nasdaq having these explosive moves, as you guys can see. I'm doing good. How are you? It's so interesting, Zahra. Whenever people use emojis, it works. But then when you laugh, it doesn't show. Like I'm gonna show you what I mean. So whenever you put, it shows me in like brackets, laugh. But everyone else, when they put emojis, it works just fine. So I think you're using like a different kind of emoji or something. Your phone's in the charge, sweet. No moves. I'm waiting for the market to tell me it's a good time to enter. So it's gonna be 3 minutes from now. Welcome, guys. Welcome. For those of you who are just tuning in, my name is Faisal and I'm live trading to you guys today. I'm gonna be looking at gold and Nasdaq. We're gonna be catching some clean setups with no indicators. It is pure price action. All All right, 15-minute time frame. It's giving you a nice liquidity sweep with a very nice bullish engulfing candle, guys. Damn. This might be a very nice buy trade for anyone who's looking at Nasdaq. This is a nice slingshot view of price targeting the all-time high. Let me remove the 930 line. You'll see what I mean. Look at that. Look at that sweep. This is a very nice confirmation. It's a very nice confirmation. Absolutely love what I'm seeing right here. Market today is manipulating more than usually, especially on gold. I don't think so, Fragment. I think the market's actually pretty good. This week, it's been like yesterday and today. I don't see manipulation. I just see what I'm used to seeing for the last 5 years. I'm used to seeing, you know, healthy price action moves, and this is what I'm seeing right now. There's no manipulation. I think you're probably focusing on the lower time frame, right? But you can see very clearly uptrend, price comes up, fills the imbalance of here, so it continues going higher with a pullback, reaches the level, the point that I always chart for you guys, and then it comes back down, and then it goes up, right? It continues, it respected this level over here with lots of support, and it just continued going higher from here. All right, I need to post these levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, need to copy image. Okay, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I need to put this on Telegram before I forget. Little chart for today. Gold levels on chart for today. All right, let's do Nasdaq as well. Oh man, 5 seconds and it's not bullish engulfing. This could actually be a dump. It's not engulfing. It did close bullish, but it's not engulfing. Okay, curious to see what happened. I'm probably not gonna make any moves until I see bearish displacement. My bias today is something bearish, right? And you can see it. You can see price has literally come to a point where with really choppy price action. So I think it's gonna be bearish. I don't know if it'll go up from here. We'll just have to see. I mean, if there's bullish displacement, I'll just follow the market structure and trade with the trend. But I'm anticipating, I'm predicting, and I'm not a fortune teller, but I'm predicting price is gonna go down. So we'll just have to wait and see over here. Bitcoin's been doing some gains, but I don't think it'll last for long. Dubai real estate market is also taking off. 4, 8, 12. The last 12 hours today, or in particular. The last 12 hours today in particular is just taking off. These are big bullish candles. Okay, coming back to gold. Let's see what's happening over here. So there's a clean break, right? But I want to see a pullback, so I'm going to go on a 5-minute time frame. Multiple rejections on a 1-minute time frame. Also multiple rejections on a 5-minute time frame, but I'm not satisfied. I gotta be more cautious. I'm looking to short the market anywhere inside of this range. Alright, NQ is going higher. I don't see displacement, so I'm gonna wait. I'll take your word for it and enter full margin, bro. If you want to do full margin trading, go for options trading. It's the best way to do full margin trading. You want to do NASDAQ 100 analysis? We're looking at it right now. This is NASDAQ. And what I believe is price is going to be bearish from here. But again, I'm not predicting the market. It's not what we do over here. We react to the market. So right now, I'm just waiting for institutional footprint. Once I see the institutions enter the market, that's where I'll be able to take some quality trades. Until then, there's no decisions for me. I'm just waiting. Just gotta wait and see, boys. Guys, like the video and share the video to your friends. Let's build the outreach. The outreach is insanely bad for TikTok. Used to have 200 people watching. Now it's just 9. Been hovering at 9 non-stop. It's crazy. You think probably Possibly it's the music. Do you guys not like jazz? Does jazz like scare you guys? Like, oh my god, it's elevator music. I feel trapped in an elevator. Actually, I'll try one thing. I'll turn off the music. I'll keep the music off and just see what happens. Okay? We've just hit 10. Egyptian Mira, how you doing? Welcome. That's funny. I actually knew an Egyptian Mira. All right, Nasdaq is moving. Is this it? Is this the move that we're looking for? No, probably not. No, it's not. Uh, on Tinder you get more views, bro. That's crazy. Hey Maria, how you doing? That's crazy. Imagine using Tinder in 2026. Oh. But yeah, the outreach is really horrible, man. They really played with the algorithm. No, but I have been giving educational content for since I started. I mean, it's all about education for me, and I have been getting people. Keep in mind, I had 200 people watching. But at the first of this month, 16 days ago, I have noticed a complete shift from 200 people to 20 people, 10, 20 people. I've seen a significant shift. And because of that, there's really, it's really not in my hands, I would say. I don't think it's something that I have done or it's something that I'm doing. I simply believe, I truly believe from the bottom of my heart, it is very likely because of the algorithm switch. Something must have happened on social media, on TikTok, which completely switched up the algorithm. Play Mix Nova. I feel like I've heard them before. By the way, Tahir, DXB, are you new here? I feel like it's the first time I see you chatting over here. 'Cause I know all of my active people. I know all the people personally who are active over here, so if you're new, bro, welcome. While we wait for price to move, you can tell me a bit about yourself. Are you a full-time trader, prop firm trading, swing trader, position trader? I don't know, man. Maybe everyone got liquidated. Bro, I hope not. That just means I'm a bad teacher. Because there's no such thing as bad students, only bad teachers. So if everyone got liquidated, that means I'm not doing my part. But to be fair, I teach the same thing every single day. I sit and I teach people this is what you do, this is what you don't do, etc. And people are people, man. They just keep buying and selling based off of their emotions. They don't trade off of logic. They simply trade based off of emotions every single time. Look at that. This is a clean indication that price wants to go down because you can see this is the decision factor. Out of everything that's happened over here, we're at a point where a decision needs to be made over here. So I'm expecting big displacement. Right? So confluence list, market structure shifts is there, and break of structure is there. Nasdaq needs to go lower, man. Gonna wait for it. If you're a bad teacher, why am I here, bro? I don't know. I got no idea. Ain't got a clue. All right, we can see gold is moving. All right, it's taking off. This is good. This is really good. 39.30. Okay. This is really good. All right, this is good. I need a pullback. I need a pullback. So we have another, maybe I would say 15 to 30 minutes. Hopefully the next two candles price comes up over here with a nice pullback, and then this is where I'm going to be shorting the market. I'm going to be looking for a bearish engulfing candle. It's very, very important to find a bearish engulfing candle. I don't like to just trade randomly. I like to see a very clean and clear indication of the market. I don't want to guess what will happen. I want to decide my trades based on what the market tells me. All I see is it's very hard for Nasdaq to go higher from here. It's struggling. So this makes me happy. This makes me very happy. So let's see. I don't know where my dog is. There she is. Annie, I love you. My good girl. All right. Displacement that I was anticipating. You guys ready? Because the trigger finger is coming soon. All right, we can see a 1 minute pullback over here. I'm gonna go ahead and enter a sell on gold. Wait. I'm gonna be cautious over here. Gonna be cautious. Gonna be very cautious over here. Gotta be very cautious over here. All right, I'm gonna be doing a 0.5. All right, it's heading towards the box. Let's see Nasdaq. This is this is definitely displacement. Okay. But I want to see more, not just one. I want to see 2 or 3 candles. Need to see more. But we're close. We're getting very close. All right. It's 10 a.m. New York time, guys. Welcome, guys. It looks like the music factor doesn't affect the people, so I'm gonna play music. Quiet. Hmm. How do you guys feel about all black candles like this? Creepy, right? I saw someone talk about this in their live, and they're like, if you want to be profitable, okay, they're gonna say that like you gotta change your candles to all black. When you do this, you already know which one's bullish and which one's bearish, but it removes the whole emotional factor. What do you guys think? All black? I feel like it's crazy. Don't think I can do it. Please, Faisal, please change the music. Why? You don't like jazz? Aslan, you sit in my live, Maria, for 2 minutes and disappear. So the music shouldn't bother you for 2 minutes. You wanna lose everything, yeah. Yeah, I agree. All black is crazy. Okay, maybe, possibly this is a pullback. Let's see how it closes in the next 10 seconds. All right, let's see what happens over here. Disappear because I'm not on gold. I am. I'm looking at gold and Nasdaq, but nothing's happening on gold right now. You have to be open-minded, Maria. You can't limit yourself to just one trading instrument. You need to have one strategy for everything. Gold is the hardest. I'm literally showing you the easiest thing to trade right now, which is Nasdaq. Gold is the hardest thing to trade. And as a beginner, you need to be trading like as a beginner trader. Yeah, this is a pullback. As a beginner trader, you should be trading stuff that's easy, not stuff that's hard. You shouldn't be starting with the hardest thing. It's kind of like learning how to drive. It's easier to start with an automatic car rather than starting your first driving experience with a manual car. Gold is ultimate expert mode. You should be very, very cautious with that. Even I don't take gold trades every day. For me, it's Nasdaq every single day, for sure. Every single day, my eyes are more on Nasdaq because it's a lot easier. You want to stick to what's easier. Gold is entirely dependent on fundamentals. Like, if you don't understand fundamentals, you don't sit on like Al Jazeera, Yahoo News, all of these things. If you're not sitting in front of the news every day, then you're not going to be able to read gold because gold reacts to news. Nasdaq, however, yes, it also reacts to news, but not in the way like gold does. Nasdaq entirely reacts almost 100%. to price action. Very small pullback over here. Not a big fan of this. Now it's pushing beyond the pullback. And you start with manual directly. خلاص. I gave you advice. You do what you like. Are we probably seeing an inversion on gold? Possibly, but let's see. I wanna see it go up into this box, and then from there I'll decide what's happening. Okay, this is closing immediately above, so this is gonna be an inverse. This candle closes above here, it's an inverse. We'll have to find out. Didn't close above. It filled the fair value gap completely. Let's see how it reacts off of this level over here. Let's see what happens here. And gold is still there. Okay. The Nasdaq does not do fast moves like gold. No, it does. Nasdaq is the most liquid pair in the stock market, which is why the entire world, most of the profitable traders who make millions, they trade Nasdaq. Nasdaq has really clean moves, and the beautiful thing about Nasdaq is once the trend begins, it usually keeps going till the end of session, literally till the end of the day. It usually just keeps going. We can't even handle gold, and you manage all instruments at once. You're built different. Bro, wallah, Fragment, I'll tell you something, bro. It's not even that I'm built different. You will notice that... Okay. You see how I'm trading right now, right? You see exactly how my entries are, my exits. You see how my analysis are. If you look at other traders, okay, and I'm not talking about people who are selling you bots and indicators. I'm talking about just general traders. If you look at other traders, you will notice, okay, you will notice that you will find a lot, and I mean a lot of their entry models, a lot of their executions, a lot of their trading decisions are more or less the same way of my chart. You're gonna notice the confluences they use, they're looking at the same thing. They're looking at the same structure. They're looking at the same rules that I'm doing, because it's all the same game that we're playing. The only difference is entry models. Some people can enter from here. Some people will enter over here. Some people enter over here. It doesn't matter where you enter. What matters is the strategy. It's all, at the end of the day, it's more or less the same. So it can be applied to multiple charts. Like, it's not limited to. It's variable. Like, you could literally use it on everything. Everything. You're not limited to anything. You can do this on every single thing. Every single chart out there. So with this common strategy that we're all using, which is liquidity, market structure, reading the algorithm, reading price action, understanding the patterns and the decisions that price makes, where it is and based on the time and all of these things, then you'll realize that when you apply it on all the charts, which ones are easier and which ones are harder. You do this on the stock market, it's the easiest. You do this on Forex, it's easy. You do this on crypto, it's easy. You do this on gold, it's hard. It's very hard. Because gold has a lot of liquidity damage. Like their wicks are so dangerous. Their wicks literally wick you out before heading towards its designated target that you intended price to go. So that is something you need to understand about gold. Gold, it has some crazy wicks. These wicks that you see, they're really bad. Really, really bad. Come on, I need to see some clean. Okay, so this inversion is not valid. As you can see, it closed below. It closes below this level over here. Then I'm looking for another bearish displacement. US 500 is giving me an opportunity here. You're saying it like if we could manage the volatility of Xiao, it's chopping us to pieces. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'll be stressed as F for sure. Scalp trading is stressful, but so is swing trading, but you're just dispersing the stress on swing trading over multiple days. Scalp trading, you're concentrated within 1 or 2 hours. So no, it doesn't correlate to stocks. In fact, if the dollar goes up, the stock market goes down. See, dollar going up, stock market goes down. You can see a nice pullback over here and here on a 1-minute time frame on gold. And I'm already in the cells, but I'm gonna move it at break even because I don't feel very confident with this. Okay, I'm in this trade. It will give you another entry position. All right, NASDAQ. This is the displacement we're talking about, okay? It's taking out the slow. Now we have a fair value gap being formed, okay? So ideally, my entry is going to be anywhere inside over here, or my entry is going to be, if it continues lower, the first pullback inside another displacement candle. That's my entry, and I'm looking forward to it. That's it. We're at the finish line, folks. We're gonna find a point of entry. One to 2 hours, I'm in and out in 15 minutes max. Bro, how are you in and out in 15 minutes max? You know why I say 1 to 2 hours? It's because you enter the market, like you look at the charts at New York session, right? It opens up at 9:30, so you come at 9:30, you look at the computer, and you wait for the opportunity. So that's when the timer starts. That's where I sit and I wait and I say, okay, you know what? It's gonna be an hour from here or something. So, excuse me. Gold is gonna have a nice rejection. Okay, so NASDAQ. I shorted the market. I sold over here. This is the pullback I'm looking for. It's not a perfect 50% fallback, but this is where I shorted the market. So let's see what happens over here. So my stop loss is going to be right above over there. But I'm currently in this trade right now, actively in this trade. All right. Let's see what price is going to do from here. I've got a 5.9, so let's round it up to 6. A 6-to-1 risk-to-reward ratio. There we go. There we go. You see, guys, how I'm doing this? You guys see? Are you watching this? You're watching this shit. You guys seeing this? Can't make this up. Let's see. Let's keep it running. So that is my move that I caught on NASDAQ. This is the move that I have on gold over here. All right. This is NASDAQ on the left. You can see very clearly. And this is gold on the right. You can see very clearly. All right, so let's wait for a retracement. Okay, if there's another pullback, I'm going to be entering again. So let's see. "47 seconds. Got a pullback that's forming. I've got my stop loss right above there. This is a very nice pullback. All right. Very nice. Can I chase FOMO? No, you can't, bro. If you miss this move, you miss this move. Because this is a lot of pips. You could technically enter right now in 5 seconds. Short the market. Because I just did. I added another sell position over here. And I'm gonna let it run. Bro, it's good that you have those rules, because to be honest, I'm kind of with you. I don't like to trade from my phone. I don't feel good. I like to have the full screen, the full chart. But to be honest, AS, you're missing a classic move that's like our signature. The big move. Fair enough. Haram. I only had small position in gold, that's it, معلش. It's okay. The move that you're missing right now, you will catch it tomorrow on Japanese currency. Bro, it's moving like crazy. Market's moving like crazy. So yeah, this is how you trade, guys. Maria, are you here? You still watching, Maria? So you can say, I'm only a gold trader. I'm showing you how easy it is to do it on NASDAQ. Yeah, it could be. It could be going to the gap. That's where my TP is. So I'm gonna set and forget. I'm gonna leave this. Words of wisdom from FX Alex G. Set and forget. I'm gonna let it run. If it goes to my stop loss, so be it, but it's very spaced out. It's very good. And that's where I'm targeting, which is the gap. Actually, no, it's not even the gap. The gap is all the way down here. So realistically speaking, if it goes to the gap, this would be a 17-to-1 risk to reward ratio. But I'm leaving it at 5.92. Okay, I'm trailing my stop for gold. See how the market handles it. So I've got my stops over here, so I'm trailing the stop for gold. Let's see. For NASDAQ, I'm anticipating another level of rejection over here. So price is probably going to come over here, reject over here, and continue lower. So let's see. It's giving everyone an opportunity to enter again. You guys have another entry position. All right, just shorted the market again. So it's three positions. Yeah, call me crazy. I got 3 positions running right now. SpaceX had 14% gains and it's now at 3 trillion valuation. Imagine investing in it. I know, isn't that crazy? You think something's lagging on OBS? Actually. You think it's possibly because I'm streaming on multiple places at once? I'm streaming at 5 places. Yeah, possibly. How bad is it? Like, am I really, really lagging or what? Yeah, bro, I'm compounding. But I'm not entering the same lot sizes. I'm spreading it out. So the big one is over here. Okay, this is the big one. And then this is half of the big one. And then this is half of this one. So I keep breaking it down. It'd be crazy to enter the same lot size every single time because at the end of the day, you could see how far the stop loss is going to be, right? TikTok is good. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so for my gold trade, it hit no, it didn't hit my break even, not yet. Annie woke up, guys. She's like, yo, take me for a walk. And she brought me tissue. So I think she ate tissue. Fun. I don't know why cats and dogs, they really love to eat tissue when they discover it for the first time. Damn! Crazy. Okay, my gold trade is still running, so. Annie, how you doing? I love it when you go between my legs like this with the cutie puppy eyes. Yeah, she needs a shower though. Even though I just showered her at the shop like a couple of days ago, but she's becoming stinky again. Okay, come on. NQ, keep going, baby. Keep going, baby. We're halfway there. We're halfway there. So we're running. It is going wild, ladies and gentlemen. It is going wild. We have a big move going on over here. Price is running on a marathon. Is anyone in this trade or is it just me? Is it just me that's gonna eat tonight? Alright. You know, from all the losses that I've made last week, I literally just covered it right now. Ain't nobody got time for that. Beautiful. You're negative for today. That really sucks, my guy. Honestly, Fragment, take my advice. I don't trade in a complicated manner. I trade in a very simple manner. Trade the New York session. You trade the New York session, you're gonna catch some nice moves. Promise you. It's like you don't have to make a lot of trading decisions. You don't have to complicate things. You don't need to get a headache. You just simply rinse and repeat. You know, profitable traders are profitable because they do the same system over and over, and they reduce the amount of decisions they make per day. They just stick to one system and they just do it again and again. My system works on New York session. It works on other sessions too, but I don't want to sit on the charts all day. You know, it's exhausting. It's the hardest thing to do to make easy money. So if you're going to be doing something that's notoriously known to be difficult, why do you want to do it in a difficult manner when you have the option to do it in an easier manner? You with me? So make trading easy. Trade the New York session. 1 trade a day. 1, 2, 3 trades a day in New York session. Look for what price is doing. Just pay attention. Like, I'm literally breaking it down to you live. And this video is going to be uploaded on the SCT Club channel. It's also going to be uploaded on my personal channel. So I'm live on both places, so it's uploaded in both places. And you will see from start to finish my decisions. I mean, you were here pretty much the whole time, but I would advise you to watch it again, because I literally break it down and I explain to you guys how I take these trades. It's how I catch these trades. We're not in the market to trade every single candle. We're not going to be able to. Just because the market's awake does not mean we have to be awake as well. We have to look for something that's repeatable and simple every single day. And for me, it's New York session. You do this on New York session, you just see the same system repeating every single day. And if that's the case, why are you fighting against it? Why? Like, if you can guarantee, okay? If you can guarantee, and I'm telling you this, like, just try to understand this part. If you can guarantee, okay, that every single day you're gonna make $100. So I'm just saying $100. Maybe it could be 1,000, but I'm just saying for now, my gold trade has hit break even. Not break even. My trailing stop loss has been activated, so I'm out on gold. Khalas, the trading stop got hit. Okay, came down, it hit over here, and that's it. I'm out with gold. Now it's just Nasdaq. Okay, so coming back. If you can guarantee, it's guaranteed 100% that you're going to be, or not even 100%, we gotta be realistic, right? 70%. If there's a guarantee of a 70% chance every single day for you to make at least $100, could be 200, could be 300, but at least $100, would you take that? Would you take that 70% guarantee every day? Or would you rather try to make $1,000 every day, but the probability is 10%? Because you're trading Asian session, London session, New York session, the pre-London session, post-London session, pre-New York session, during New York session, after New York session. This session, you're trading anytime. You open the chart, you trade. You know how people, they finish food, they go out for a smoke. They finish work, they go out for a smoke. They are about to sleep, they go out for a smoke. You know, with every interval of their life, of an action they're doing, they did the dishes, they go out for a smoke. They finished eating, they go out for a smoke. That interval where they do a cigarette, that's what a lot of traders are doing also. With every interval that they're doing, they just park their car and they're about to go home. They open the trading view in their car and they take a trade because they think they see something. Then they open the chart after dinner. Then they open the chart while food is being cooked. Then they open the chart after they play a video game. When you have these things, when you have a system where you're literally doing you're not making smart trading decisions. You're making decisions based on, like, I'm online right now, I need to find something. When you do that, 10% chance you'll make $1,000 a day. 10% less. That's why I'm asking you, would you rather have a 70% chance of making guaranteed minimum $100 a day, to 200 to 300 maybe, but minimum guaranteed $100 a day? Could be also 1,000 depending on your account size. But let's just say you have $1,000 account, and I'm telling you for sure, 70% chance every day you're gonna make $100. Would you take that over the possible $1,000 that you're gonna make? Annie, drop it. Leave it. You guys understand? So, if you want that 70%, then all you gotta do is do the same shit every single day. And how do you do that? You go on the chart and you stick to your plan. My plan is I don't look at the charts during London session. I have people in the community, they're posting Asian session. I have AS who's trading Asian, London, New York. He trades all the time. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't disappoint me. It doesn't upset me. He's winning. But I'm also winning. But I have my winning at a specific time. I follow my rules. He has his rules. I don't care for his rules. It works for him. He's happy. I'm happy. I like my rules. I don't like to be on the chart all day. Maybe he has the time to. I don't. I wake up. I got this little baby who needs to take all my time. And I've got my stuff I need to do as well. I've got, things I need to do. And I figured the best thing I can do is to trade New York session because I'm a liquidity trader. And liquidity for me is peak at New York session. So when I see that there's peak liquidity at New York session, then for me, it's like, okay, this is the only time I'm going to be looking for trades. This is the only time. There's no other time. This is the only time I'm going to be looking for trades. Annie, drop it. You with me so far, Fragment? So if you want to stop losing trades, you need to have a system. You have to have a plan. And I'm advising you to trade only New York session. You trade New York session every single day, you're going to start seeing market structure. You're going to start seeing displacement. You're going to start seeing fake outs, manipulation. You're going to start seeing liquidity concepts, liquidity zones. You're going to start seeing all the strategies that you know and studied all coming out properly, cleanly. It prints so cleanly at New York session. And I'm telling you directly what to do. 9:30 US time. You should be on TradingView with your time over here set to New York. At 9:30 US time, okay, you observe what happens in the first 15 minutes. After that, it's your window to take trades. That is your execution window. صح Annie? I hope it doesn't go back to my stop loss, because this is a really close, like it's retraced quite a bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes back all the way up here. But hopefully this is a pullback right here. You guys hear that with her teeth? She's teething, so now her teeth is come off. It's still in her mouth, but it's come off, and I hate that sound. I'm gonna be hearing it for the next month. She's like clicking her jaw against her teeth, like her jaw and her old teeth, her baby teeth, and her new teeth all clicking together. So it's making that crunch kind of sound, and it's a horrible sound. Makes me cringe. Really makes me cringe. Yalla, you're on air. Say hello. Did I make a social media account, call it Annie Trades, and use like the power of AI, putting a dog that talks? Yeah, I'm still in the trade. I haven't closed it. Bro, I'm sticking to the stop loss. Like, this could be a stop loss kind of day, and I don't mind because at the end of the day, I'm aiming big. Mm. Mm. I don't want to close the trades early. So let's see what happens. I have a trailing stop loss and it's very close to it. So it's literally my trailing stop loss is right here. Let's see. But this should be a pullback. If this is a pullback and it goes down from here, it's definitely going to smash my TP. But if this isn't a pullback and it's just like a retracement and it starts going higher from here, then it's going to hit my trailing stop loss and then I'll be out. Which hopefully isn't the case. We don't want to see that. You know, there's a lot of things that, like, one of the biggest things that can tilt you, it's not like a late entry. It's more about closing too early. That's something that no one talks about. Everyone's too focused about take profit and stop loss, but no one actually talks about how frustrating it is to close early. Because then how are you doing real analysis? How are you gathering real data if you're closing early every single time? This is delivery from a higher time frame fair value gap, I guess. Yeah, closing too early sucks. Absolutely. So let's see. My little wolf. You're my little wolf. Woof. Can you say ow? Can you say ow? I'm gonna teach you that. I'll give you like nice treats. Ow! Adorable. Oh. You become my best friend, guys. You guys should really get a dog. If you have the time and space for it, get a dog. It doesn't have to be a big breed like Annie, but you know, you could get a Chihuahua or something. You could see her new teeth, man. It's crazy. No, no. Can't eat my wires. Can't eat my wires. The jazz fuels me. I have my brother at home. I'm good. You comparing a dog to your brother, bro? That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't have brothers, so I can't relate. But I've seen my friends with their brothers. The crazy thing. Annie, drop it. Drop it. This is not something for your teeth. Habibi, as much as we're both enjoying each other's company right now, it's going to end very quickly if you keep biting my wire. It's gonna end very quickly. Ah. Okay, just because you're not biting the wire doesn't mean you bite me now. And now she's biting both me and the wire. Drop it. Alas. Find something else. Ow! Alright, Annie. I'm gonna put you down. Yeah, let's go down. We'll go for a walk soon. Okay? Almost done with this trade. We're at the halfway point towards the TP, guys. Still holding. Annie. Ow. All right, this is a nice, clean indication that it's going to go lower from here. Ow, Annie, you're hurting me. She's in that mood. She's in that crazy mood. Let's get off. Yalla, go away. Go. Go to Narnia or something. Best, go away. Really good indication the price is going lower, guys. Love to see it. Love to see it. Looking good. What is you doing? Come here. You might actually be struggling to go lower. We are seeing a downtrend over here, so. That's bearish. You know, AS, I actually have an idea. I think there's also another reason why that my viewers are down. It's probably because my energy back then was like, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, blah 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 blah. And now I have a very calm approach. I have a very, very calm approach. And I think calm is good because it keeps me more focused on the charts. I'm no longer, you know, an entertainer. La 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 la. You know, I'm very chilled. Yeah, probably. But it's difficult, you know. Like you guys gotta understand. You know, I have a human brain just like you guys. I cannot have a burst of energy and like sit and go crazy and entertain you guys. But at the same time, you know, have that burst of energy and at the same time, you know, sit and do this. Night streams were fun, bro. Honestly, they were. They were fun. But then I'll really end up having like a messed up sleep. And you'll find that like I wake up early in the morning, right? I wake up at like 8, 9. So if I were to do night streams after 8, 9, I'll just be so tired. I'll just be so freaking tired. You're gonna see me like, you know, like this. Okay. Guys, I'm tired. Yeah. That. You know, I'll literally be like you'll see my brain not operating. But I feel so much better waking up earlier. I have so much time in my day. But back then, I used to wake up at 4 p.m., 4 5 p.m., literally 30 minutes before New York session. So I would miss trades because I'm just waking up, I'm eating, starting my day. And then by the time I go live, I feel like it's already the end of the day. It was so bad. It's such a bad system. I wouldn't wish this on anyone to have a messed up sleep. Sleep is so important. So yeah. You guys gotta work with me because at the end of the day, guys, I'm not here to entertain. The core focus there is I'm here to teach you guys. Holy guacamole. pretty much. I don't like seeing what's happening over here, to be honest. I don't like price action the way it's behaving right now. It's very weak. It's very weak price action. Anyway, guys, for those of you who are watching and you guys want to be part of the trading community, all 7 of you who are watching, you're probably people from within the community anyway. Join the trading community. The link tree is in my bio. You just click on the link tree. You're going to see Telegram. Join the Telegram so you'll learn how to take trades such as these. You'll learn how to take trades like this. You'll learn how to be profitable. You'll learn how to level up completely for free. So show up and do yourselves a favor and be a part of it. And also, we have CFDs coming out in 9 days, which is super exciting. Within 9 days, we are going to be having CFDs coming out at BitUnex, which is something that I know a lot of people are super hyped and excited about. So it's going to be fun. Gold's kind of consolidated. It did go down, it dumped and everything. It's consolidated. Rejection wicks here. Now this is a pullback from this dump. Ideally, I would have wanted to sell over here, but I already shorted the market over there. Based off of this candle over here, I sold right over there. And then I took my profits over here. So it was not really a massive move. Right, I was targeting the lows, stops right above. But then I already closed it over here because of a trailing stop loss. All right, nice. We finally have the break that I was talking about. Okay. Relative equal lows. If this is the relative equal lows, I'm closing full right now. We have 40 seconds to see. If this ends up being a relative equal low, I am closing full right now. Looking. Got 9 seconds. So far, so good. Hey, Annie. How you doing, baby? How did I just hear myself? Oh, rip. All right, it's breaking the slow. It's pushing. By the way, I haven't placed my TP, so I want to see what happens on this level. I have not placed my TP. If price comes down over here, okay. If price were to come down over here, okay, and it breaks, I'm gonna keep holding. Ow! Let go. If it comes down over there and it breaks, I'm gonna keep holding. If it starts rejecting, then I'm gonna be closing it full. Annie, no. No. No, baby. No. 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 She's really biting me in places that she really shouldn't be biting, guys. Stop it. No. No, I want to have kids someday. Okay? Please. Go buy any of these toys around over there. There's plenty in the room. What is going on? Bro, she's not eating me. She's attacking me. It's so cute. You can literally see all her baby teeth coming out. It's like so close for it to all come out. Yeah, and it's all inflamed. Her teeth is completely inflamed. Her gums, because of all the new teeth that's coming out, it's I think it's called iltihab, right? Inflammation. It's really inflamed. Uh, This TP is taking too long. Relax. Say ah. Ah, there's your teeth. There's your new teeth. Say ah. يلا يا لهوي. That's crazy. I can't imagine the pain you're going through. Wallah, I can't imagine it. You don't need to take it out on me. There's a reason why you have like 200 toys. I'm expecting price to dump now. 3 candles. Three soldiers. 3 white soldiers as they call it. Just finished. If price breaks above this high over here, okay, I'm gonna put an orange line. If price breaks above over here, I'm closing full. Keep holding. F it. Yeah, bro. This is a good move, so can't complain. But if it closes above the orange line, I'm closing. Got 10 seconds. 5. Just got on the line, didn't close above. These are the worst candles, you know, because it comes to your level. It comes to your level and it does like a tiny break, but you know it's not a break. But there's also that chance where it is considered a break. I hate those candles. Literally, it's like 1 pip. Frustrating. I'm gonna give it another candle. But it looks like it's creating another pullback. So if it's a pullback, it's a slingshot down here. All right. Possible pullback. There we go. I don't like what I'm seeing. 13 seconds. I don't like what I'm seeing. Still not near my trailing stop, so I'm gonna leave it. It's gone too far. So at this point, I'm just gonna leave it until it hits my trailing stop, which is literally right above here. Which is at this point of entry, basically. I'd still be in profit, but I wouldn't be in significant profit. I mean, I'm pretty good right now, but I don't want to close it. I really just want to let it run until TP. So yeah. At least keep holding 1 lot on break even. Because normally, when you see these moves, it will continue in PM and lunch session. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Possibly. I mean, realistically speaking, it will be a market structure shift if it closes above here, right? Realistically speaking. So if there is a market structure shift over there, then I'm just going to close the whole thing. But I really don't want to. I wanted to keep going down. I could literally have like lunch and dinner in front of you guys right now. SpaceX is up 10% today. So in total, what? It's up 24%? That's crazy. I would never buy SpaceX at this time. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I missed it or whatever. But, you know, when the whole world is doing one of the same thing, if the whole world is doing one of the same thing, then it's not really something I want to hop on board with, you know? Because usually, if everyone's doing the same thing, they all lose in the end, which is why the statistics are 95% of traders are losing money, or 98%. US 2000 is basically U.S. Russell. Yo, good morning, Taco. How you doing? So, in other words, space, not SpaceX, US 30 is 30 top technology companies. US 100 is the top US 100 companies. US 500, which is S&P 500, is the top 500 tech companies. And lastly, US 2000 is the top 2000 companies. So in other words, US 2000 is basically S&P 500 X4. Makes sense? But nobody touches US 2000. Like, it's really irrelevant. What is the SpaceX thing? It's SPCX, right? Yeah. Just going up. It's crazy. It's crazy. No, but then again, you've also got this pullback. I mean, it's like retracing right now. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it'll just keep going up. I don't think so. I think it's gonna come back down. It has to. It has to come back down before it takes up. So when it opened up, what did it open up at? $150, right? Yeah, 150. $150 a share. Henny, I can't, baby. I can't. Too much. Too much. Too much. All this movement, plus you got nails and teeth. You're just killing me, baby. Okay, so we opened up at 150, and it came up until 225. So what is that? 150, 300, 150, 75. So that's 50%. That's actually a perfect 50% increase. 150, 75, 225, 225. Yeah, it's so algorithmic, bro. What do you mean? That's crazy. It's literally algorithmic as fudge. It literally went up exactly at the 50% point of its value, and it just went down. And it makes sense because a lot of people bought at 150, price went up, and it reached up 50%. So if someone put in $1 million, they just made 500,000 clean dollars, and they closed the market immediately. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. Out. Guys, give me a second. Did I somehow break the green screen? I feel like I did. And you can see the green curtain behind. The people in the community are so funny. Guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna hold this. If it closes above the 30,343 mark, okay, if it closes above over here, I'm taking all my profits and I'm basically securing 40%. But if it just keeps going, it's gonna keep going until my TP, which is at 30,201. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's not even 5 days. I mean, technically, it's just 2 days. Technically. Right? Friday opening ceremony, it's not really considered a day. I mean, kind of is, but like, I don't really consider it. But then Monday and Tuesday. But I'm telling you, man, I'm really nervous with what's going on with this whole peace deal. I don't trust it. Something's really off about it. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you for being here. For all the people who are watching, probably only like 5 people at this point. Can't tell. Algorithm is too crazy. It's like I'm capped at 7 or 10. Very strange. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to catch me, later on, you want to catch more of the lives, there's lots to learn about this particular live. So if you guys are just tuning in, there really is a lot you can learn over here. A lot of value on how I take trades, on how I wait for trades. There's a lot of value over here that you guys can learn. So I would really consider taking the time to rewatch this video. Even if you fast forward it a little bit, it's okay. But take some time to rewatch this video because I literally explain things in detail. And you're going to be able to actually understand how to trade just from watching this video alone. Because I literally explain my confluences. I literally explain my setups. I literally explain how to take these trades. And this is all you need to do to become a profitable trader. You don't need anything else. You don't need to pay for a mentorship. You don't need to watch other social media influencers show you how to become a profitable trader and whatnot. All you need is this simple setup, and it's repeatable, and you can keep doing it again and again and again every single time. Every single time, guys. It's this process does not change. It is a repeatable process. You just need to be strict with it. You just gotta follow the rules and strict with it. Follow the rules and be strict with it. All right, gang. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think AS and the rest of you guys, I think I'm gonna do a late night evening stream tomorrow. It really just depends, but probably because it seems like perhaps I need to go back to the old ways, and the old way brought in a lot of people. So I believe that there is a high chance I'm gonna do a late night streaming tomorrow. And the late night streaming tomorrow, it's going to be from 8 or 9 p.m. onwards. So it's going to be around that time. So we'll see how that works out. All right, guys. All right. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.